Hi everyone, welcome to the last week of the term and the first writing lesson for the week. So we're going to continue along that theme of revising what we've already learnt. And there are a few things that we are going to be working on today as success criteria. So I can use adverbs, and verbs as openers. I should have an and in there. And I can use questions in my writing, and I can highlight the VCOP I've used. So earlier in this term, we had a look at opening a sentence with an adverb or a verb. I've got some examples here: run, watch out, coming through, thoughtfully. I think, funny enough, verbs are action words and adverbs are describing action words. So I think choosing a word that starts with some action, where like things are exciting, is a great way to use a verb. So when you want to start with a bit of action, a bit of something interesting, things are happening, exciting things are happening, you should use a verb. I've also got the types of questions. So we looked at question words: when, what, why, who. What, why, who, when, where, and how. And we talked about what isn't a question, when you can ask a question that's actually a rhetorical question, has an answer that's already given, and how the question mark replaces the comma when we're talking. So have a think about how you can write some questions. The other types of questions that we had were statement questions. So they are something like, you do care, don't you? So it's not using a question word, but it is said like a question. It's a question. All right. So you can either use question word questions or statements that are actually questions. So we want to see some questions, and we want to see you opening your sentences with verbs or adverbs. So today you're going to write another short story, and you're going to write the success criteria at the top. So the 3 success criteria: use adverbs and verbs as openers, use questions in my writing, highlight the VCOP I've used. And it can be 2 or 3 paragraphs. It doesn't need to be very long. All right, mine's 4 paragraphs because I've actually used a bit of dialogue, so people talking, and we know that from our work on paragraphs earlier this year, that when somebody's talking, it's time to change the paragraph. Okay, so it was topic, talking, and time. All right, so quickly but smoothly, I guided my brand new sports car into the spare park. Thoughtfully, I double-checked I wasn't too close to the other nearby vehicles. Where to next? My friend asked. I smiled. That depends. What do you want to do? So that could be like a little start to a story. Like it could be like a sizzling start that you use in your writing. So, that's the kind of thing we're looking for. It needs to be a piece of writing that's only 1 or 2 paragraphs long, but it could be the start of a new piece of writing. It could be. Now, at the end, I want you to do a little checklist and check off that you've done everything you needed. So I used adverbs and verbs. Quickly, that's an adverb. Thoughtfully. I've said thoughtfully. It should be thoughtfully. Gosh, I have been making a few mistakes in my writing lately. I really need to work on editing. So that's an example of an adverb, and double checked would be the verb. So sometimes it's easier to use adverbs, but you might want to use a verb as well. So I've done that. Have I used questions? Yes, I have. I've got a question here. Where to next? What do you want to do? And I highlighted with VCOP. So I've highlighted my openers there, my pink, green punctuation, yellow vocabulary, and I only had 1 connective word. So to me, that shows that I probably have used mostly compound sentences or simple sentences. So that's a simple sentence. That depends. This one here, thoughtfully I double checked I wasn't too close to other nearby vehicles. So that would be a compound sentence, and really this one's the only complex. Quickly but smoothly, I guided my brand new sports car into the spare park, because it's got that connective word. All right, so that may be something that I could work on as a writer, is trying to get some more of these complex sentences into my writing, because I don't have many. So I need to tick those boxes off at the end. All right. Another thing, just one other thing. Because I had some talking, I made sure that I thought about the commas, the talking marks, and I included the question mark within the talking marks because it was a question that was being asked. So don't forget the punctuation that you need when you're doing some talking, because we've practiced it a lot, and so we need to keep being mindful of it in our writing. All right, guys, enjoy your writing lesson for today, and I'll talk to you again tomorrow.